And welcome back. The time now is 7:14, and two cyber attacks in recent weeks have temporarily brought down a gasoline pipeline and the world's largest meat producer.
Yeah, it's been quite a thing. Fox 13 tech reporter Jordan Hogan goes in depth on what businesses and individual consumers can do to prevent these kinds of attacks.
On May 6th, Colonial Pipeline fell victim to a ransomware cyber attack, which took down the largest fuel pipeline in the country and led to gasoline shortages across the East Coast. Then on May 30th, the largest meat producer in the world, JBS Foods, also became a victim of ransomware, closing down plant operations in the US for a few days. According to a cybersecurity consultant who responded to the cyber attack on Colonial Pipeline, hackers gained access using a compromised password. Both attacks are examples of how major systems can be taken offline if the right measures aren't taken.
In security, there's a concept called defense in depth.
Cybersecurity expert and assistant professor for the School of Computing at the University of Utah, Mu Zhang, said both businesses and individual consumers need to take all the steps they can to prevent hacks like these.
The attackers actually need to first find a vulnerability so that they can get into the system.
To close these openings, Zhang recommends installing the latest security updates for your computer, using antivirus software and scanning for viruses often, changing your passwords often, using two-factor authentication, and not opening emails if you don't know who they're from, or opening attachments from unknown email addresses.
It will be more useful to also store an offline backup, right? So which is not connected to the internet, right? Air-gapped.
The reason why an offline backup is important too is because ransomware hackers will usually delete your online backup, so they have the only copy.
The victims should learn a lesson, right, from this attack, right? Try to back up their data, right, and store it in a safer place, right, so as to prevent from future attacks.
Ransomware attacks may seem more popular right now because every time a big company pays the ransom to get back their data, hackers are more motivated to do it again.
The real-world incidents have shown that they can make a real profit.
Hackers tend to go after big businesses rather than individuals because that's where they'll make the most money. That's why it's important that employees take steps to prevent hackers from logging into systems using their information. In Salt Lake City, I'm Jordan Hogan reporting.